A bicycle looks very simple. Two wheels, pedals, and a chain. But when you ride one, something amazing happens. You push the pedals with your legs, and suddenly the bike moves forward smoothly. No fuel, no engine, just your energy. So how does a bicycle actually work? How do your legs turn into motion? And how do gears and brakes control speed? In this video, we are going to explain how bicycles work in the simplest way possible. The basic idea at its core, a bicycle is just a machine that converts your muscle power into movement. When you pedal, you create force. The bike transfers that force to the wheels, and the wheels roll forward. That is the basic principle. Energy from your body becomes motion on the road, but several parts work together to make this happen efficiently. The frame. Let's start with the frame. The frame is the main body of the bicycle. It holds everything together. Wheels, pedals, seat, and handlebars are all connected to it. Frames are usually made of aluminum, steel, or carbon fiber. These materials are strong but lightweight. Because the lighter the bike, the easier it is to ride. So the frame provides strength and balance while keeping the bike light. The pedals and cranks. Now let's talk about the pedals. When you push the pedals, you turn something called the crank. The crank is connected to a round gear at the front called the chainring. As you pedal, the chainring spins in circles. This spinning motion is what powers the entire bicycle. So your legs create rotation, and rotation is what moves the bike. The chain transfers power. But how does the spinning crank move the back wheel? This is where the chain comes in. The chain connects the front chainring to a gear at the back wheel. When the front gear spins, it pulls the chain. The chain then turns the back gear, and that makes the rear wheel spin. So the chain acts like a bridge. It transfers power from your legs to the wheels. Without the chain, the bike would not move at all. How the wheels move you forward as the rear wheel spins. It pushes against the ground. Because of friction between the tire and the road, the bike moves forward. If there was no friction, the wheel would just spin in place. The air-filled tires also help absorb shocks and give a smoother ride. So spinning wheels plus grip equals forward motion. That is how you actually move. How gears make riding easier. Have you noticed bikes have multiple gears? Gears make pedaling easier or harder depending on the situation. When riding uphill, you use a low gear. Low gears make pedaling easier but slower. When riding fast on flat roads, you use a high gear. High gears make pedaling harder but faster. Gears work by changing the size ratio between the front and back gears. Different sizes change how many times a wheel spins for each pedal turn. This helps you save energy and ride more efficiently. So gears are like speed settings for your legs. How brakes stop the bike. Going fast is fun, but stopping safely is important. That is where brakes come in. Most bikes use rim brakes or disc brakes. When you squeeze the brake lever, pads press against the wheel. This creates friction. Friction slows the wheel down, and the bike stops. The harder you squeeze, the faster you stop. So brakes simply turn motion into heat using friction. How you steer and balance. The handlebars help you steer. Turning the handlebars changes the direction of the front wheel, which changes where the bike goes. Balancing is also important. When the wheels spin, they create stability. This makes it easier to stay upright while moving. That is why balancing is harder when the bike is stopped. Motion helps keep you stable. Why bicycles are so efficient. Bicycles are one of the most efficient machines ever invented. They use only human power, no fuel, no electricity, no pollution. Yet they can travel long distances quickly, because the chain, gears, and wheels transfer energy with very little loss. That is why bikes are fast, simple, and environmentally friendly. So how do bicycles work? It is actually simple. You push the pedals, the crank spins, the chain transfers power, the rear wheel turns, and friction moves you forward. Gears control speed, brakes stop you. All these parts work together to turn your leg power into motion. A simple machine, but very smart engineering. If you enjoyed learning how bicycles work, make sure to like this video and subscribe to TechSpark for more simple technology explained. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.